Hey guys, it's the open mic for OcarinaFest 2022. We today have on the program Charles, Alice, and Chris signed up to play. I would love to kick this off with our first video, Alice, and then after that, I'm gonna open up the floor for anybody that's in the chat that wants to play. So definitely let me know or put it in the chat if you're interested in playing. And I'm gonna go ahead and just get that started. Now, here we go. This is Alice's video. She sent me this and she told me to let you guys know that she says hello and she was able to record this. Now, I know because I know Alice, she has been working on, learning the ocarina, and she even started her own like ocarina page for her practice, for her personal practice. So she was really proud of this video, and I'm also really proud of this video as well because she's made a lot of progress this year. So I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. Here's the video. Maybe you'll recognize the tune. Ready, everybody? All right. Here's the first person. Charles isn't here yet, but when he gets here, we'll hear his song too. Very nicely played, Alice. And if you enjoyed her playing, I don't know if you noticed, but she is a left-handed ocarinist, meaning she plays on left-handed ocarinas. If you enjoyed her playing, feel free to follow Sparkle Ocarina on Instagram. Thank you so much, Alice. That was fun to listen to. The Serenade of Water. There you go. Love it, love it, love it. So, Alice, you did great. Thank you. I'm proud of you, pal. You are awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. And I'm going to, we still don't have Charles, right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Chris. Now, I know Chris a little bit because I want to talk a little bit about something that Chris is putting together. And if you're listening to this on YouTube and it's still October or October, and it's funny how I just say October instead of October, and it's still October, then you should definitely check out Christian's collab because she has put that collab up on Instagram, and it's a really interesting, fun collab that I am going to be a part of. I'm going to try my best to make some time to record some videos for it as well. She has posted all the rules and regulations and all that. If she wants to talk about it after her performance, I'll let her discuss that as well. So here is Chris. I promoted you to panelist, so you should be able to turn your microphone on. And I'm going to let you also turn your camera on so we could see you. Remember, everybody, the sound settings, make sure that you have your original sound on, and test your ocarina before you start playing to make sure that everything is sounding okay. So you should be able to turn everything on. Can you hear us, Chris?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hi, Chris.
Hi, I'm checking the settings. I don't know if I have them right. I'm on my phone here.
Oh, okay. It's hard because on a phone you can't do as many of the settings. Like, it's just not possible on mobile. Um,
Yeah.
but hopefully we'll be able to hear your ocarina. Would you like to turn your camera on? You should have the ability to do that as well if you want to. Hey, it's so good to see
Hi.
you.
It's good to see you. I'm excited. Now, just so you know, I have not played it all today. I haven't warmed up. I do have a backing track, but my Wi-Fi is a little spotty at the moment, so it may cut out. But if so, oh well, that's fine.
Okay. Could you test your ocarina to make sure we could hear it every note?
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay,
Did you hear
guys.
that?
I could hear most of it, I think on the higher end, it went just a little growly. I think it's, I don't
Oh,
know. Could you guys hear it okay? Because my sound is also kind of weird. So sometimes I hear stuff and sometimes I don't, but I
well,
could hear
the
everything.
highest note in the song is this one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
I could hear everything. Could you guys hear it? Could hear the whole scale. Okay, great. I could hear
I could
everything,
hear it
but like I
fine.
said, my sound is weird. Say again, Violet.
I was just saying I can hear it fine.
Oh, thank you, Violet. I appreciate that. All right. Well, I'm gonna spotlight your video, Chris. I'm gonna let you take it away and talk about what song you're gonna do, and I'm gonna go ahead and just be quiet and let you do your thing. Welcome to the open mic. Thank you for performing.
Thank you so much. All right. This song is called When Stephen Full of Power and Grace. It's not a song a lot of people know. It's technically it's a song about a Bible story, but if you want to look up the lyrics to it, the lyrics are really interesting. And there's only one song called When Stephen Full of Power and Grace. I have a video I'm working on that I'm gonna post of it with parts and everything. But I performed it once, but it didn't go very well. So this is like my redeeming moment, hopefully. Unless it messes up, in which case, oh well, everything's just for fun. But I think you'll be able to hear the background. If not, again, it's not a big deal. All right, let me get this going. Sorry, hang on. My backing track got messed up, but I'll just redo the ending real quick. All right. That was the end of the song. It messed up a little bit, but not that bad. I hope that you could hear all of it. I'm not sure if you could hear the piano in the background. That was actually Joy Harden. She goes to my church, and she taught me most of what I know about music. And I highly suggest you look her up if you want to know anything about piano. She's just very good in general. And is it okay if I mention the collab thing?
Yes, we'd actually. I was actually about to ask you to if you were gonna mention that.
um, I have a collaboration It's for the Little Mermaid part of your world, especially since the new trailer came out. I've been learning all of the songs from that movie, and it's for any instrument. I'd like to get as many ocarinas as possible. It's going to be the same style as the one that I did before with Amazing Grace, but just relaxed. The only thing I have my email. It's all listed on my Instagram. It's Chris Creations _ official is my Instagram, and it's open to pretty much anybody. The only way I won't be able to use your video is if you have it completely, if you're doing a completely different version of the song. But it's just the original key and tempo, and all of the details are there. It's the deadline's. I think it's the middle of. I forget the exact date.
October 27th.
Yes, I had
Sorry, I'm a
changed.
total nerd.
But yeah, it's October 27th, and that way I hope it'll give people enough time. If not, that's okay. I can try to extend it, see what I can do. But that's just for editing purposes, honestly.
Yeah, well,
But
thank
yeah,
you.
it's if you want to join, feel free. And I know some people play multiple instruments as well, so if you want to do more than one video, that's also completely allowed. I know me and my brother may do that. So yeah,
Nice.
that's the info on that. Thank you for letting me talk.
Well, Chris, thank you again for sharing your music with us. That was so lovely to listen to. We really
Oh,
appreciate it.
it was really fun.
I'm going to read some of the comments before Chris gets off the air. Lovely from Charlie. Nice from Brad. That was so beautiful. And without the track, it was really nice too. Lavana. Oh my gosh, Lavana's here. Hi, Lavana. Lavana said, that was lovely. Thank you for sharing. Claus said, a clap. And Jack says, hello. Hi, Jack. I can perform if we need to. Yeah. Well, yes. If you feel comfortable, we'd love to have anybody on chat. Let me first finish everybody on the list, and then we'll get to everybody here in the room. Thank you again so much, Chris. Really appreciate you
Thank
sharing your
you.
music with us today. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. Well, um, we are recording it after all, so I did go ahead and press record before Chris started playing, so I was able to get her performance. I will be posting this on YouTube. Feel free to follow us on Global Ocarina Community. Right now, I think we went through everybody because I don't think Charles is here yet. I will say, is does anybody have any inclination to play or feels like playing? I know Charlie said they wanted to play, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask Charlie if right now is a good time to promote them to panelists and get them started with their sound setup. Sorry, it takes just a minute. Can you hear
Can you
us,
hear me?
Charlie?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Great.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Zoom
giving
just went
you privilege to
nuts.
turn on your camera. So there you go.
Um, I did not have time to prep, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a semi-decent angle I can set up
No worries.
on
If you
the
need some
fly.
time, take your time, okay? We are good right here. Um, so while she's setting up, I do want to talk about another collab. Um, Violet, is it okay if I talk about this collab? I know you haven't formally announced it yet.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Violet is doing a wonderful job with the next event that's coming up. I know this is the Ocarina Fest, and you guys know how I feel about Ocarina Fest and how happy I am about it. But a thing that's incredible is Violet is doing the entire month of October as October, and she is continuing a tradition that has been there since 2019. I think I showed you the first video earlier this morning, but Violet is awesome because she's been doing that for years. And at the end, on October 31st, she will be releasing an open collab. She'll be releasing the details of that very soon. If they're not already out. And I'm sorry if they're already out and I missed them. But I just want to say it's open to everybody. It's a really fun collab for the community. And I feel like, if I remember correctly, the song is also really good. I think it's more of a spooky song, right? I forgot the
Yeah,
song title.
it's Come Little Children from Hocus
Yes.
Pocus, which is just in time because Hocus Pocus 2 was just released a few days ago.
Wow. Your timing is perfect. So that is amazing. Yes, that is going to be our collab song for the October collab. So definitely be a part of that if you are available for that, and definitely also be a part of Chris's collab because her collab sounds super fun. I'm gonna be a part of both. Hey Charlie, I'm gonna turn it over to my friend Charlie here, and I'm gonna just test her sound real quick, or test their sound real quick, just to check in and see how they're doing. Let me remove my pin, replace my pin, and here we go. Hey Charlie, can you hear me?
I can hear you okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. I love your hoodie. Are those
Testing, can you hear
trainer
me?
badges?
Okay, cool. I know they're Ocarina of Time themed badges that I cross stitched myself. I also knit the beanie. Check this out. This is my favorite. You see this?
I love that. That's
It's got two
Undertale,
sides.
isn't it?
No, Ocarina of Time.
Oh, I'm so
Well,
sorry.
this
Duh.
one is actually
Yeah.
Link to the Past style hearts, but these are, I got a little ocarina,
Oh, that's really
boss key.
cool. I
There we
love
go.
it.
The spiritual stones.
You are decked out in Ocarina gear. That is amazing. The Triforce and everything. Okay. No worries. All right. So she said just 1 minute, which is no problem. Like I said, man, that's awesome. I was having trouble recognizing it, both because I'm sleepy and also because I was spending a lot of time looking at Undertale stuff. So for a second, my brain was like, "That's Undertale," and then like I totally forgot. So please don't judge me if I didn't get the Ocarina of Time references. But that is amazing. I'm really happy to see them. Um, does anyone else also interested in playing at the open mic today as well after my friend Charlie does? And there they are. Hey, Charlie.
Sorry about that. No one knew I was going to be doing this. I was being asked favors.
Oh, that's okay. No worries at all. All right, so can we test your sound to make sure we can hear you okay?
Yes, I started getting stage fright, so my heart's beating a little too hard to do the gosling right now. So I'm gonna try my Songbird 5-hole.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh.
Okay, I could hear every note. Could you guys hear every note? I just want to double check and make sure we could. I'll wait just a minute to make sure we can. Okay, Ida said that they can hear it. That's wonderful. Could hear it. Love it. Love the hat. It's a
Thank
little
you.
quiet. Jack said it's a little quiet. Did notice it's a little quiet, but Lavana said it was very clear. So maybe if you
Okay, if
wanna,
I
be a
bring you
little
guys,
closer to the microphone, that would be okay. To me, I could hear it fine, but that's just making sure that we can hear you and your beautiful sound.
okay.
Alrighty. So,
Oh,
how did you
personal.
hear
There
about
we
the
go.
festival, by the way? I'm just super curious.
Reddit. I got the link to it the day of the first day, so I missed the very first day.
Nice. That's okay. No worries. All right. So, I'm gonna turn it over to Charlie. She's gonna talk and say what she's playing today. And if you want to tell us a little bit about you and like how you found the ocarina, feel free to, because we always love sharing our ocarina story. We're
Oh,
so happy to
absolutely.
have you here at the festival, and thank you for coming to the open mic and being a part of it.
Well, thank you for hosting it, Nick. It's been really exciting. Like I said, I found out the day of the first day of the festival, so I'm glad I made it at all. Um, I 15 years ago was watching some Zelda Ocarina of Time games on YouTube, and then one of the recommended videos was David Eric Ramos playing Song of Storms, and that's where I was like, "Holy smokes, that exists!" Um, so had to have it. Both my mom and my dad got me an ocarina for my birthday that year. But there wasn't a way that anyone could teach me or that I could understand that what I was doing. I'm not at all musically trained. So discouraged, I put it down for a really long time and picked it back up this March, actually. So I only count myself actually playing it since earlier this year. Um, I would love to say I can do transfer style, but the ocarinas they got me are from Taiwanese ocarina, so they have a weird fingering system. It's not what you imagine transverse to be. So I guess I play mostly pendant style. Um, this piece that I've selected is Lanayru Sansi from Skyward Sword. I love the backtracks in the Zelda games, especially the lesser known ones or underrated ones. So this is one that I like to practice pretty often. It goes up and down the scale. It's a slow enough pace that I just kind of meditate with it. So here goes. That's Lanayru Sansi.
Wow, that sounds really beautiful. Thank you for sharing in the chat. Let her know what you thought. That was really, really pretty. I enjoyed it. And you know what's really cool? I don't see a whole lot of people performing on pendants, so that makes me really happy to see that you are doing that. That's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it, everyone.
Yeah, Brad says nice. Tracy says wonderful. Ida gives you some clapping hands. Lavana, hey Lavana, says so pretty. So again, Charlie, thank you so much for coming out to the open mic. Thank you again also for sharing your story. I really love to know how people find us here. And I, whoops, I accidentally went on mute for a second. And I also really enjoy being able to see and see how people find the ocarina. Now, um, once again, my cat is getting all over the place. I apologize. But I was gonna say too, who's next? We have a little bit of time and space for people to play, and my friend Violet just announced the open collab on the Global Ocarina community page. The videos are due on the 15th just because there may be a lot more, there may be quite a bit of videos, so they want to make sure they have time to edit. I'm going to pin this post so people can see it. All right, so yeah. Oh, that's really weird. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if this helps. Yeah, hopefully this will help. And again, huge thank you to Chris and Charlie, and also to Alice for participating in our open mic. Like I said, it's really fun to meet new ocarina players, and my hope for next year is that we get to do this in person next year, and that we actually get to sit face to face. Usually, when we do this open mic in person, we do get quite a few. Usually, it lasts a couple of hours. Online, it's a little shorter, just because there's less people online sometimes with open mic events, but in person, definitely, it takes just quite a bit longer to get through. So that's why we booked a couple of extra time in case we need it. Well, if nobody wants to step up to play, I'd be happy to play a tune or two, just to kind of like fill in a little bit of time. Oh, Brad. Obviously, we would always love to hear Brad play. We always want more of Brad in our lives. Um, so long as you're okay with me bragging on you, then yeah. Okay, so let me real quickly change your role to attendee and let you turn your camera on. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna brag a little bit about my friend Brad. Uh, brag about Brad. Brad is goes on YouTube by the name Ocarina Hero, and I almost, for real, Brad, I almost wanted like just screen share your most amazing video. I think I might later if I have time. There's a video that Brad made that is just one of the best videos, one of the best Ocarina videos. Like, I love this. It might not be one of the best, but it's like I love this Ocarina video so much. Like, so much more than my own videos. It's like, it's very well recorded. It sounds beautiful. It's incredible. And I like it. So he is
Well,
just a
thank
really
you.
wonderful Ocarina player and human being. And I just want to introduce my friend Brad. Hi, Brad.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. A little quiet, but
Okay.
you can
Okay,
turn on
okay.
your camera too.
Yeah. Oh, now it can. It says I'm being stopped by host.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You should. Oh, my bad. I gave the host to a different person.
They don't
Sorry
want to see
about
my
that.
face. It's
All right,
okay.
here we go. I'll try again.
All right.
All right, there we go. Now Brad should be able to. There
There
we
you
go. Hey,
go.
Brad, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Violet. Hey, Charlie. If you're here.
It's good to see you, friend.
Hello.
All right. I don't know how to readjust my mic settings from in here, but I am
That's
gonna switch over to
okay.
the analog mic, so it should sound better.
Can you guys hear Brad okay? Or is it just me that hears him quietly?
I'll get chat open too. There we go. Okay. Where?
Tell me if you can hear Brad okay.
Mic settings. Audio settings. So what did we do? I forget what we did last year when we like were able to set it up.
So I can tell you the settings. I have them up right now.
Oh,
On
fantastic.
audio, I went to music and professional audio, show enable meeting to enable original sound. Make sure your
Okay.
original sound is on. If
Yep.
that's already on, then put suppress background noise low, and also put it in high fidelity music mode, echo cancellation, and stereo audio.
You want and stereo audio. Okay. So if I turn it to low, that should be a little louder. I'm pretty sure it's coming all from this mic. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
When you get closer to the mic, we can hear you at a normal pace.
Yeah. Definitely just checking for the ocarina more than me.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
Here, I'll do a sound test real quick.
It sounds beautiful. I
Is it
love it.
good?
Can you guys hear him okay? For me, it sounded perfect.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm
And
going to
let
go
me-
ahead and just give you the floor, and you just tell us what you're
Is-
going to play, and
Yeah,
let
is
us
there a way I
know
can
what's
share
going on with
background
you.
audio?
We'll talk soon.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see. Hey, Nick, one more thing.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, is there a way I can play background audio with it?
Is there a way you could what? I'm sorry?
Run background audio. Do I have to share screen or how does that work?
You can share your screen and share audio, or you could also text it to me, and I
I'll
could
just send
run
it
it.
to you if you want. Either one works. What do you
Okay.
prefer? I'll just share screen, assuming I have permission.
I believe you do. You should be host.
Cool. All right. Let me know if you can hear this background. Is that coming through?
Can you guys hear it? I can't hear it.
No, it's not coming through for me either.
Okay. Let's check the settings.
Make sure when you're doing your share your screen, you also click share your audio as well.
That's probably it. Oh, the one over to where did Zoom go? Oh, it's right up there. Stop sharing. Share. Let me reshare it. I'm sorry. share, advanced, and oh, there it is. Share sound and optimize for video clip. Sure. Okay. Try this again.
Now we can hear it.
You hear that? Okay, cool. I don't.
All right,
have
I'm gonna
chat
let
up
Brad
still,
take it
but that's
away.
okay. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about it first. So this is from a official animated film that I believe is still just running on Netflix. So the movie's called Bubble, which is an original motion picture that focuses a couple really big musical composers as well as some really top tier animation teams. If you guys ever are fans of anime of anything, there's a really big show called Attack on Titan. And if you ever heard of it, the original sound score and the animation team that does that show is the people who did this movie. I remember watching it about a couple months back, and crazy enough, I fell in love with some of the soundtrack settings, or just different mixes that they ran through. And this is one of them. This one's actually just called Parkour. If you didn't know the premise of the whole movie, it's kind of like anime free running. So this is probably one of their just like hype moments in it. There's a little bit of a dip in the song that I've kind of just learned the song by ear through it. It's kind of dead music, so unfortunately it's like about 36 seconds of just like dead songs, but it'll transition back in. So I'm gonna let it go though. You ready? All right. And that's it.
Hey, thanks, Brad. That sounded really, really cool.
Thanks.
So, hey, we have some new people in here. If you're just joining us, hello. As I was saying, we went through our list kind of fast. If you are here and you want to play at the open mic, I see one person that I know mentioned in Facebook messages that wanted to play. Put it in the chat. Even if you didn't fill out the sign up sheet, we would love to hear you. So put it in the chat. I'm so sorry about the extra sound. I apologize. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Everybody give a huge clap and thank you to Brad. Brad, always love hearing from you. You are amazing. I'm going to turn my camera on real quick. Hang on.
All good, all good. Yeah, go watch it. Guys, keep playing. Keep doing more. It's always fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well, you guys have a wonderful time. Thank you again for sharing your gifts. My couple of friends that performed, I'm just extremely thankful. And like I said, it's wonderful to listen to all of y'all. Yes, you can. All right, so on the list, like I said, I think we went through everybody. So I'm going to promote Daniel Bonura, and he's going to be doing the next performance. Was recording and posting a TikTok for October. There we go. That's the best excuse right there. We have a lot of people coming in right now. A lot of new people coming in. Wow. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we'd love to hear you too, Matt. Anna Maria, if you're in this chat, let me know if you are interested in playing. It's fun to play. Angela. Hi, Angela. You want to play anything? All right. Yeah. Okay, no worries. We can test you in a minute. After Danielle, you can go, Anna Maria. And yeah, we can do a test. That'll be perfect. All right, so here we go. Danielle, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, and you should be able to turn your camera on now.
All right.
Hey, good to see you again.
Hi. Yeah, I actually, I'm on my phone, so if the sound is horrible, just let me know and I could get off camera and
let's test your sound.
All right.
The higher end is cutting out for me. Could you guys tell me if you heard all of his notes? Type it in the chat. Let me know. Oh, that ocarina, I can tell you, Matt. That one's from Kevin Wright. And I'm sorry, I know I'm probably stealing your thunder, but I love the Kevin Wright ocarinas. It says the low end cut out for me. The high end is cutting out. Yeah, a couple of things are cutting out. The closer you can, let me think. The closer you can get to the microphone, I think, the better. And if not, like if you have any settings you can alter, then also would be great. But yeah, the sound is cutting out. It wasn't too bad for me. I could hear your notes. It was just quiet on the higher end.
Yeah, and I may be able to get on a computer if this is still going on. Maybe I could join back in. All right, thanks.
Okay, no worries. If you want to, just let us know whenever you're back, and we will be here, all right? Anna Maria, are you ready? All right, I'm going to wait until either Anna Maria or somebody else gets... I need to get Zoom to register my camera. Okay, no worries. Matt, did you want to play? Angela, I know you said you didn't prepare anything, but I'm sure you have a song in the back of your mind you've been dying to show to somebody. I'm sure of it. All right. In the meantime, I guess I'll play something just, to be able to fill in a little bit of time while we're waiting. I don't know. Are you guys fans of Undertale? I think you guys can tell that I am a big fan of Undertale, so... Hello, everybody. This is part 2 of the Ocarina Open Mic Festival. We were just recording as the recording went down, so If you see this, this is part 2. You haven't missed anything. We're gonna continue. Thank you again. I appreciate y'all. Charlie, thanks for the reminder. You are amazing. Okay, so I believe it was Anna Maria that was gonna play next, and Charles too that was gonna play as well. Charlie flexes. Okay, so let's see. Whoever was ready, was it Charles or Anna Maria? I'm gonna wait until there's a filler time, and I'll totally play you some Undertale, Angela, whenever there's some filler time. No worries on that. I got plenty of Undertale songs that we could play here. Let's get you. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So Anna Maria, just because I saw her text first, I'm gonna go ahead and let her go. And then Charles, are you cool being right after her? All right. I am promoting you to panelist, Anna Maria. And I'm gonna let you turn on your camera. Hey, Anna Maria, can you hear us?
Okay, can you even remotely hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly.
Okay. I'm just wondering if it's my laptop you guys are hearing or if it's the microphone. Yeah, it's the microphone hearing me. I don't see my Zoom will only because it's a Zoom 2QN. It'll only do either audio or video because I think my brother hightailed it with my snowball. Well, the
Gotcha.
family snowball, we do it for family recordings and stuff. So it's like, if you guys are okay with just audio, then I'm totally chill with that. Which is a shame because we got really lovely fall colors here up in Saskatchewan right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, there we go. Let's try and start video. Okay.
Hey, it looks like a black screen. I still cannot see you.
I know, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Brad, just to answer your question, for some reason, I think my internet crashed. I don't know why, but the whole meeting went down.
Yeah,
and
start
now it's
webcam.
Oh, there
Hello?
we go. Now we can see you, but we can see. I guess we can see the opposite end of your room.
Yeah, just a second. I tell you what, though, if you guys are willing to, because this is the site that you would see, but as I said, very lovely fall colors outside. If you're willing to put me to like the end, I'll get myself set up outside so you guys have some nice fall colors to look at.
What do y'all say? I'm down. I mean, if you.
I would have tried to do this at my goat pen, but the internet doesn't exist out at the barn.
I understand.
So it's like, I guess I'll just have to use some of my goat plushies because
Okay.
one of the pieces I want to play. Is it cliche? Absolutely, because I'm a goat keeper.
All right, so Anna Maria, how about this? The chat's going crazy. They really want to see your fall colors, and I think both you and Daniel can go in a minute. I'm
No.
gonna let
Put
Charles
me till last. Let other people play. I'll let
Gotcha.
you know when I'm ready because I got to move my whole kit and caboodle gear out to our
All
front
right.
step because we got
Well,
a concrete
definitely let
pad
us
poured
know
at the back
then.
of our house.
And I'll let Charles go first. All right. See you in
Okay,
a little bit.
I'll
Anna
probably
Maria.
be off and on intermittently, but as again, that's because I got to move all my gear outside.
Okay, just let us know
The
when you're
internet
ready.
should still pick up just outside the door.
Okay, just let us know when you're ready. Thank you, Anna Maria. Thank you.
Can do. Thank you. God bless.
Appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Alrighty, so Charles, you're up, my friend. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and promote you to panelist, my friend. Are you ready, Charles? Charles, are you ready? Charles, Big C. You ready, Charles?
Finally, the big C is here.
Hey, Charles, how you doing?
Doing good. I need to turn my camera on.
Okay, I gotcha. Let's check your sound and test it and make sure make sure we can hear you clearly. Oh, I love that. Could you play your higher range notes and could you turn on your camera? Oh, you should be able to turn on your camera now.
Come on now.
Sorry about that. Hey, Charles.
Yo.
Love the shades.
Thanks, bro.
All
Excited
right.
to keep up this year.
Test your notes, high notes, if you don't mind. I couldn't hear anything. Could you guys hear that?
Try suppress sound. Hang on 1 second.
No worries. So, try turning on your original sound.
Okay.
That'll almost always work. Turning on
Okay.
your original sound. Hi, Cherish. It's so good to see you.
And she says, "Hey."
Thanks, Cherish.
Okay, can't. It's the new version of the program. I haven't done this one in a while.
Okay. No worries. I totally understand.
All right. I think I have echo cancellation on.
Okay, gotcha.
And let me turn that off. All right. There we go. Okay.
All right, play your high notes again. Could you turn on your original sound?
There.
So if you see a big green button at the top left hand of your screen, it says original sound on or off, turn it on. And if you don't see the button, let me know.
All right. All right. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Do you see the button? If you don't see the button, you have to go to audio settings on Zoom, and you have to go to show in meeting option to enable original sound.
Okay. I'm sorry, Nick.
It's okay.
Show in meeting option to enable original sound. Got
There
it.
you go, friend.
Hang on,
All right,
bro.
and then you can exit out of that, and at the top left of your screen, you'll see original sound on or off, and then you'll be able to do it. Did you click it? Yes, we can hear you.
All right. This
that.
is a Billy Joel song. If you didn't know.
Alrighty, we look forward to hearing it. Thank you, Charles, for playing. I'm gonna hand you over the mic. You take it away.
You got it, bro. Got it, dog. Cheers.
I do?
You can come help us get the fall decorations put in the house and outside and whatever. Did you finish your stuff?
Yep.
Cool. You can come outside and help.
Hello. Oh my gosh, I was on mute, wasn't I? Congratulations to Charles. I was just talking a whole bunch of storms up about Charles and how well he did, and it was all on mute, so I apologize. Charles, you did awesome. I see on the emoji list it says fire, clap, 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 fire, fire. Yep. And that's okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I was on mute for some reason. I don't know why I was on mute, but anyway, I was gonna say we got a huge congratulations to Charles, by the way. Great performance, very entertaining, very fun to listen to. Big C, thank you so much for being a part of the open mic this year. I was gonna say to you guys, we have 3-4 people that were interested in playing. I know Matt was ready to go, Danielle was ready to go, and Anna Maria wanted to go last. So definitely let me know who's up next. Somebody's got to be up. I'm excited. If nobody's up, you guys will hear some Undertale. But who is ready to play? Matt is good to go. All right, we're hearing Matt next. Here we go. I'm back. Please check my feed. Yes. Okay. So we'll do Matt, and then we'll do Danielle, and then we'll do Anna Maria. All right, Matt is up next. Matt Hopwood. Here we go. All right, Matt. Tell us a little bit about yourself, because I feel like we heard you a little bit once, but remind us who you are and about your story and stuff. You should be able to turn your microphone on, and you should also be able to turn your camera on now.
Let's see. Yep, there we go.
Hey,
I'm on a beach somewhere. I'm actually not in my living room.
Oh,
no, not really. Can you hear that? Is that pretty clear?
Yes, it is quite clear.
Is that good?
Yes, we can hear it clearly. The higher end is clipping just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Let me turn. How about original sound? Is that good?
It sounds better. I like it better. Which one do you all like best? Number 1, number 2. All right. I liked the second one. I like the second one. Yeah, that sounds better to me.
Okay.
All right. And I'm gonna let him take it away. Thank you, Matt.
Hey, no problem. All right, guys. I'm gonna play a classic for you. Let's play some Zelda. This is Zelda's Lullaby. Let's play some more Zelda here. Let's do... Flipping through my STL book. How about some Kakariko Village? Oop, wrong key. Here we go. Let me pull up the chat. I see some people chatting. How is the sound? Is that pretty good? I've never done sound over Zoom before, so this is brand new to
really
me.
beautiful.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I had to go run and get my mic because I was like, computer audio is just gonna clip and cut. So I figured, I gotta go get my mic and my audio interface. That's what those things are called. Yeah. All right, let me play something maybe a little less recognizable, but I think it might be kind of cool. This is something from, oh, you can't see that because it's blocked out from my background, but it's a Pacchioni book. It's a duetto for ocarina. It's in a series of books. They're kind of just like little etude sort of things. Let me play one of those for you. Sorry, a bit rusty on that one. Whew. Let's see. Play this one for you. This one's a little slower. I won't butcher it. Plays faster than I've ever played in my life. Oh, thanks. I butchered that one too. But it's okay. It's okay. This is stuff that I actually work on with my teacher, Chris Gale. It's pretty tricky stuff. You know, it has you play in like different keys that are kind of hard on ocarina. It's challenging, but I definitely think it's made me a better player having to play some of this stuff. It's tricky. Let's see. I'll play one more for you, then I'll hand over the mic. Don't wanna be a mic hog. There we go. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks. Yeah, so I guess a little bit about myself. Some of you might be like, who is this guy? I've never seen him before. New to the ocarina. Well, I've been playing for a year. I am an experienced musician, though. Band director. So I do have that kind of wind instruments like flute, clarinet, saxophone. I have that background, so it's not like I started from square one. There was a big learning curve. Ocarina is definitely very different from other wind instruments. Let's see. I'm an educator. Oh, I'm a new member of Silverwind. Nick's group. It's super fun. Next week we're actually going to be playing in person for a jazz festival in Denton. That'll be really fun. Are we still doing our little live video for that?
We're supposed to be. Whether we know it or not, we're supposed to be. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll be great. So yeah, check that out. The next week we're going to be premiering a bunch of videos for. I mean, everybody's going to be premiering videos for October. So just look up that hashtag everywhere. Look it up on Instagram, TikTok. That's where we'll be posting most of mine. Definitely look up on YouTube. All the ensembles will be posting their stuff on YouTube. Yeah, this is a fun month for Ocarina, guys. You don't want to miss out. Definitely, check out as many videos as you can. It'll be super fun.
There's so much happening around this time, and it's so much fun.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
again, Matt, for sharing your music. That was lovely. I wish I could have typed in some comments,
Hey,
but
thanks.
I really loved it. It was so enjoyable to listen to. Thank you again, friend.
Hey, thanks for having me play.
Thank you. All right, I'm handing off the microphone over to Danielle. All right, so here we go. And let me see. I'm trying to make sure he can turn on his camera. There we go. All right, so here is Danielle. And then after Danielle, Anna Maria is going to go. Anybody else need to go? We are running short on time because we're supposed to end at 3 p.m. So definitely let me know. But it's Danielle time, so I'm going to go ahead and let him take it away. Can you do a sound test for us real quick?
Sure thing.
That sounded perfect. I could hear every note. Everybody agree with that? Okay. Matt says it's sounding pretty good. All right. Sounds like a plan. Here we go then.
Awesome. I'm going to play a song that I learned in church by ear that I just memorized from going to church every day as a kid. All right. So that's about it.
Beautiful. That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
We enjoyed that a lot, and I'm listening in the comments right here. It says, "Great job, Daniel." It says, "I've loved how intuitive the ocarina is. So great to learn music by ear on." And that's an Oberon, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel really grateful to have gotten it.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was, there's a, the Transverse email list came out. I saw that, they announced that they were going to have some ocarinas available, and I was lucky enough to hit refresh enough times on the day they were actually released, and I got to snag one finally. So, really, really love this ocarina.
I bet so many people in the comments are jelly because very few people got that one.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Very nice, reedy kind of a tone. No acute bend.
That's so
very,
cool.
Very attacky. It's amazing.
I love that. That's amazing. Well, y'all, like I said, I always tell y'all, go check those Ocarina makers websites. I know we didn't have a whole lot of makers during this festival. We did have Songbird, which is awesome, but I do want to say check their websites. They have really cool stuff going on, and definitely check our Global Ocarina Community Marketplace and any marketplace on Facebook that has an exchange of ocarinas. There's always people trying to either acquire new ones or get rid of them. I am the type that goes on eBay and searches ocarina almost every day. So yeah, that's my red flag right there. But anyway, congratulations to Danielle. That was a wonderful performance. Did you want to play another one or just that one?
I could do a little improv and then I could end if
Okay.
that's cool.
Sounds like a plan, friend.
There you go.
That was wonderful. Thank you again. I
Thank
love doing
you. Thanks for
improv
having
on
me.
Ocarina. There's so many ways to improv on Ocarina, and I just love that. Thank you again, Danielle, for sharing your music with us today at the open mic. Thank you for being a part of it. We had a really great time listening to you. And Anna Maria's up next. Hey, Anna Maria, could you hear us? You should be able to turn your camera on now. Hey, there you go. We can see you, but we can't hear you. All right, friend, I'm going to pin your video. Beautiful fall colors right there. We still can't hear you, but we love
Okay, is
those
that better?
fall colors. Yes, we can hear you. Can you test
Okay.
your ocarina for us and make sure we can hear it?
Is this from the laptop or is it the microphone?
I can't tell. I'm sorry.
Let me check the camera real quick. Yeah, it's from the camera. That's good.
Alrighty.
Yes, I know, and I have a little friend with me. Oh, phooey, you guys probably can't see up in the plum tree. I've got some goat plushies with me.
Nice.
I don't know if it's going to be all right to sit in the shade with the sun behind me. Yes, I know. There's highway music. We live right next to the highway, so I apologize for that.
That's all good. Well, I'm going to let Anna Maria take it away.
Alrighty, let me just like, does everything at least look okay? Because as I said, I don't know if you can see the plushies. I got 2 of them. Plushies in the trees?
Yep,
Wow.
looks great. Looks wonderful. We're ready to hear you play.
I've got 3 pieces to choose from. If you guys want to cut me off at 2 pieces, that's all right. First one is just kind of a personal favorite of mine, Castle in the Sky from the movie of the same name. Is the volume adequate? I know I have a little friend with me. Alrighty.
Thank you for playing. That was lovely.
Thank
Lots
you.
of wonderful comments on here. Loved it. Beautiful job. Clap, 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 clap. Volume is great. Clap. Gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent execution. Ooh.
I wish I had more time. I probably would have recorded a second track on that, because honestly, I find that Castle in the Sky works really well for duet ocarinas.
Ah, that's true.
Now, you guys have two other choices from what I've practiced. We've got one of the endings from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Let It Go, or you guys can pick The Sounds of Music, The Lonely Goat Herd. Because I'm cheesy like that.
Ooh, somebody said they had goosebumps. That is really cool.
Thank you.
Sorry, my cat is meowing, or the cat here is meowing. My bad, that wasn't me. Alright, y'all, tell her what you want to hear. I vote for Full Metal Alchemist, but that's just because I like that song. Someone said play both.
All right, if you guys feel there's time to do both, then I'll do both.
Yep, go for it.
I'm gonna do the Full Metal Alchemist piece first, because I need to get myself really warmed up. I've still got a bit of the nervous achy shakies. You know, performance jitters and all that. And whoop. Spoiler warning. Do we still have time for a third one? Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm sorry, I had to be on the phone for just a second. Anna Maria, are you okay? What's happening? I can't hear anything. I think Anna Maria is muted. Hello? I think Anna Maria is muted. Yeah, I'm sorry, Anna Maria, we can't hear you.
Better?
There we go, now we can hear you.
I hope it didn't mute out during that performance.
Not really, but it just started muting out a minute ago.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you take it away, okay?
Okay, we got time for one more?
Yes, we do.
Okie doke. Just to let you guys know really quick, because there's a key shift in this particular piece, I won't be playing the very end of it. I mean, playing a yodeling piece is hard enough as it is. And my lovely favorite little Z fan, this is absolutely one of my favorites in my collection. that last half of the song, you'd need a double to finish that. So
Gotcha.
sorry, that's where it ends.
That's no worries. Thank you, Anna Maria. Lots of claps, lots of wonderful comments right here. Yodelay. I can't ever say that. Yodelay. Hi. Ho.
Yodelay, yodelay. Believe me,
Nice.
yodeling is not easy, but once you
It's
listen
not.
to it enough, it's really not that difficult.
Right,
It was
right.
formulated so that people way high in the mountains could hear each other.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you to all the people that performed here at the open mic. We're about to have our closing session in a minute.
I said I would have had some real goats with me, but our internet doesn't reach there, so be happy with a little plush toy. This one was actually handmade in a Secret Santa exchange for me.
Wow. Well,
He's
thank you
so
so
cute.
much, Anna Maria. We appreciate you. Thank you again for being a part of our open mic again, and
Thank you guys for being so patient with my, frankly, limited resources.
You're good. It's great. We love to see your goats, and we love to hear you play. So thank you guys again. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the last little session. And before we go, I did promise Angela a little bit of Undertale. So I'm going to play a little bit of Undertale for Angela. So here we go, my friends. I'm really happy, though extremely happy with all the wonderful music we've heard this time and this week. All I want to say is thank you for being a part of the open mic. And here is some Undertale for you, Angela. I'm going to be playing without a backtrack because I don't need a backtrack right now. And I think this is one of my favorite Undertale themes. So yeah, I'll play it. Slowly on my Mic Ocarina, that last part. I can play it just like that, but that one's hard. I have to practice that one a lot. It's a chromatic scale, so you have to play like every accidental, like literally half step every note, and it's so hard to do that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that little bit to end our wonderful open mic session here. I had fun. I had a great time listening to you guys' amazing performances, and I wanted to again deliver a little bit of that for Angela. So Angela, you're welcome. I also wanted to say to everybody, thank you once more for coming to the festival, and this is the beginning of our closing session actually. So honestly, this is very much an open session. I'm gonna promote everybody to panelists in case they want to say something. And the whole point of this session, it's not a long session, but I'm gonna just basically talk about what the session's about, and I'm gonna also basically kind of talk about why we have this session and what it is. And the session is supposed to be what the Ocarina's future is, and what is happening with the future of the Ocarina. Now, like I said, it's not necessarily a long session, so we don't have to stall for time or do anything. It's a really organic kind of session where we just kind of talk about, the future of the Ocarina community and what our goals are and what we want. If you don't want to talk, that's totally fine. No worries at all. You don't have to talk. I'm just giving you guys a chance to talk in a minute when we have our discussion. It's supposed to be a community discussion, so there's no real moderator for it other than I guess me, because I have the Zoom and I'm gonna be handing off the microphone camera if people want to talk with the camera. But I wanted to just say, when I first started playing the Ocarina, I started in 2015. The Ocarina community was very different than it is today. Today, the Ocarina community is more of a welcoming, happy, and way more mainstream place than it used to be. Back then, the Ocarina community just really consisted of a lot of forums, and it really consisted of really niche interests. There weren't as many people. There was definitely a festival, and I feel like the Ocarina Festival is almost integral to the Ocarina community because it always happens every year, and there's actually quite a few festivals around the world. There's one in Korea, there's one in Budrio, Italy, and there's several in other parts of the world that I may not be familiar with. But the Ocarina Festival in the US has had an interesting history. The person who wrote Ocarina Method, Chris Gale, was at first in charge of the US Ocarina Festival, and then Tina, a really good dear friend of mine, was in charge of it for a couple of years. She brought it to Seattle, and then after that, I've been in charge of it since 2019, and since we got hit with COVID. So it's been kind of crazy because most of what I've been doing has been online, but I've never had the chance to really just do a festival from scratch in person. And basically, for me, just talking as a festival organizer with the people that have been helping me with the festival, I want to just say that my goal again is to have an in-person festival. I feel like there's been a lot of increase in the popularity and mainstreamness of the Ocarina, as I mentioned earlier. I feel like because Freckled Zelda and other influencers like Matt and Louis have been trending on TikTok for young people, and there's been a lot of people that have heard of the Ocarina through these wonderful influencers. We've had an influx of, hey, this instrument is real and we want to play it, especially this 2022. Just this year alone, we've had so many people that have just come into the Ocarina and been able to just be a part of our community and connect with us. Not a lot of them are connecting on Facebook anymore. A lot of them are now connecting on TikTok and Instagram, which is super interesting. Super, super interesting. But I just want to say the floor is going to be open for us. What I would like to do is I would like for everybody to, if they want to talk, they have a turn to talk. But basically, the triangle is influencers. Those are people that make Ocarina music, post Ocarina music, musicians. Those are influencers on their own respective platform. Even if you only have 30 Facebook friends, but you post Ocarina music all the time, you're still an influencer. And that's one part of the triangle. The other part of the triangle is educators, which I'm so glad we have LaVonna Williams here. I hope she gets to say something because I know she's an educator like me and I love her work. If you guys have not seen Z Ocarina on YouTube, check her out. She's got tutorials and her tutorials are so comprehensive and well paced, and she's got a wonderful curriculum. Definitely check her out. And I know Matt is also an educator, so he will also understand this. And finally, we don't have any of these here. I wish we did, but makers. Makers are extremely important to our community. So I'm going to let you guys kind of talk a little bit. And if you are an attendee and you want to say something into the mic, please give me a raised hand. I'm going to mute myself now. And if you're here as a panelist, feel free to add something about the ocarina and what we could do to make it a more fuller instrument and a better community.
May I? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
please
Oh, you're
do.
muted again.
We can hear
Okay.
you. And you can turn your camera on, LaVonna, if you want to.
This is Charlie. Give me 1 second. I gotta put the hat back on.
Okay, no worries. That's okay. LaVonna was going to say something first, and then
Oh,
we'll head
they
over
can
to
speak
Charlie.
first. Yes.
Success.
Hey, we can hear you,
Yay.
LaVonna.
Hello.
We can see
So
you
for those
too.
of you who don't know me, I'm LaVonna Zeller Williams Bracci, and I am a full-time elementary music teacher. And during COVID and having to teach online last year, I picked up a little 4-hole ocarina that I had, learned how to play it, and said, hey, my students would love this. And that's where it all got started. Was I realized that there is no curriculum written for America. There's, the curriculum that's in England, but that's in the key of D. And
right?
Everything here in America is in the key of C. And so that includes all of the instruments that we use in an elementary music classroom. So I said, okay, since there isn't anything, I'm just gonna write it. And so that's where Z Ocarina came from. And it's for 12-hole and 6-hole. And specifically for classrooms, everything is done in boom whacker colors. If you're familiar with boom whackers, those are those colored tubes that you bang together. Everything's done that way. All fingering is in color because we read with one side of our brain, that's the left side. We see color with the right side of our brain. When you combine the two for kids to read music, they have to connect a new brain pathway in order to actually read the music. And this, the result of that is that they learn the music faster and they get smarter because of it. So why not put an ocarina in their hands and let them enjoy the instrument? Now, I'm not bashing recorders at all. I'm just providing this as a option, So that's what I'm here for. I just sent off my first school package of ocarinas. What I do is I sell them in a bag, and they are just the plastic, I like the divots here. This is the best plastic one I could find, and that's what I sell. So I don't sell the big ones quite yet, but I'm specifically for school ocarina playing. So there's my spiel.
That is amazing. I love that, LaVonna. I don't think we've ever exchanged words besides maybe that one time that I think I don't know. I think we chatted once or twice, but it was so absolutely awesome to hear what you are doing with Z Ocarina and the Z Ocarina curriculum. I just have to say, as an educator that was in a classroom like a year or two ago, I absolutely love your idea, and I really want to hear more. So please Keep posting on YouTube. Keep posting on TikTok. I followed you on TikTok. Keep posting on TikTok.
Yes,
sure.
on TikTok, it's under my business name, which is Zellerware. And so Zellerware spelled Zellerwear.
Yes,
There you
definitely
go.
go check Lavana out. She is a wonderful educator, and we are so happy to have her here. Thank you again, Lavana. Does anybody else? I think Charlie wanted to input a little bit. Charlie, did you want to say anything else as well? While I have you guys here, I want to say, oh, there she is. Okay. So Charlie, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the ability to turn on your camera. So feel free, and if you want to keep your camera on, if you want to interject and say a couple of things, feel free, because the discussion may organically move to a place where you can add some input. So feel free to just keep your camera on if you want to. Okay. All right. You should be good to go, friend.
There we go. All right, thank you so much for that. And I'm glad that Lavana got to speak, because I have a full house and I dug up Ocarina enough time to play with the kids, and they have been so enamored with it that many of them are expressing an interest in playing it. Can you hear me, by the way?
We can hear you great. Please. I think your video froze up just a little bit. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Moving again. Yes, we can hear you.
Now. Recording in progress.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly, just the video's cutting in and out.
Can you hear us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to leave. Can you
again? Hey everybody. This is closing session for OcarinaFest 2022, and we were just shut down a second ago. So let me go ahead and just put everybody back to where they could talk if they wanted to talk. And I know Daniel was going to say something. I did forget that he's a maker. Charlie was in the middle of saying something. I wasn't sure if she was still available to say something, but definitely feel free to hop in, and if you have anything you want to say, raise your hand and we'd love to hear from you. I'm going to go ahead and make Charlie host so she can turn her camera on. I'm going to also enable the chat because I forgot that the chat is disabled. So give me just a second. I have to make that all happen once more. So there we are. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Charlie should be good to go to turn on her camera and to speak. Hey, Charlie, how are you?
There we go. Hello.
Hey, sorry about that. I don't know why.
No, you're good.
Zoom keeps doing this to me, so I apologize.
Yeah, I was over here like, oh, I'm on the device on Wi-Fi. Must be me, and then everything crashed.
Yeah, everything did crash.
That's fine. I'm on the right device now.
Wonderful.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm terrible with names. Was it Laverne? Zellerware?
Yeah.
Lavana. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you to her, because as I was trying to say, my kids have been interested in Ocarina, and I have no musical experience at all. So I'm like, I want to support them. I want to get them started. Ocarina is not something I expect them to start learning in school. So I'm just going to look online for whatever free resource I can find and just teach them what I remember from elementary school like 2 decades ago.
Yeah, definitely.
But beside that, I wanted to bring up that one of the things that I've been going through and trying to get back into Ocarina, which I started in March, I want to know more about the ocarinas that I'm interested in buying before I can buy them, because it takes me time to save up and I want to know what to consider when I'm getting them. I've noticed a few of the ocarinas I have, they're not as in tune as I would appreciate. And while I'm not musically educated, my partners in my life are, and I don't want to grate on their ears when I practice. So knowing how an ocarina sounds before I buy it is a huge appeal for me. So it helps when makers upload videos of sound samples of their ocarinas. Spencer did a really cool epic video demonstrating his ocarina, so I could play that in front of my wife and be like, is this one in tune? And she's like, oh man, that sounds good. So I figure another way that us ocarina players can help out with that is if we could tag our videos with the ocarinas that we're playing in that video. So I can tell, like, well, this is a great performance. I like how this ocarina sounds. Is this in my price range? So I can go look it up, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to do that myself on TikTok, but I only just started on TikTok this year too. And I don't know how the tags or ads work or their algorithm, all that jazz. But figured I should get the word out if we could all, when we upload a video, include what kind of ocarina we're playing, who we got it from, maybe what year, because mine that I have are from 15 years ago.
Yes.
Ooh, what's your ad on TikTok?
Hear them, GHIRA.
Oh, you know what? I think I was talking to you the other day, and I just didn't realize it was you, Charlie.
Yeah, I was signed in with the wrong email on Zoom.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I need to look you up.
Can you say
Thank
that
you.
again?
I'm following you.
Can you say that again?
Mine,
Yeah.
GHIRATHEM is my TikTok handle. Yep, that's it. Matt shared it in chat.
Okay, gotcha. I'm
I'm
gonna
have to dip out. The kids got home and it's going to get noisy around here.
Okay, no worries. Well, thank you again for sharing. That's a wonderful idea.
Thank
See,
you.
I try my best to, and I gave you a follow. I tried my best to tag when I do that on YouTube to the best of my ability, but I end up playing a lot of ocarina sometimes, so sometimes I forget. But it's such a simple thing to do, and it's like such a good thing to do, I think. So definitely, absolutely awesome. So Lavana has some awesome materials and resources, and one of the other things is on GOC. We do have like especially on the Silverwind website too, we have a list of resources where you could find ocarina makers, and you can find educational material for ocarinas as well. We need to add Lavana to that list ASAP. Now we do have on that list, I believe we have Chris Gale's Ocarina Method. We have David's How to Play Ocarina, and we do have Robert's Serious Ocarina Player Book. And so, like I said, with all of these ocarina resources, there's many things, and there's also, like different places where you can gather sheet music from different influencers. Like Jordan posts up a lot of his arrangements, so does David. I have started to do that a lot more on Patreon as well. So definitely they do that on Patreon too. So definitely check those out as well. Yes, please remind me. I want to try to do that post festival. I have one and I have no idea the brand. Oh yeah. Sometimes we don't know the brand of our ocarinas, but definitely bring it somewhere, and like I'm sure take a picture of it and on GOC post it and have somebody identify it. Chances are the internet will work its magic and somebody will know exactly what that ocarina is, who made it, and even what year. Daniel said he wanted to say something real quick, so I'm going to make him host so he can turn on his camera. Daniel is a maker, so we're in the presence of an amazing person who makes ocarinas. I have the deepest respect for makers because it's something I don't think I could ever do. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, yeah. One thing I wanted to mention is I had a ocarina hangout in the Washington, D.C. area a couple months ago, and it was a pretty solid success. So one thing that I think people can probably try doing is like, set a date, go to a public park, say, put in the ocarina groups, want to hang out in this location at this time. And I actually got, 4 people who showed up in the Washington, D.C. area. So that was really cool. And I'm also a maker. And here's an example of one that I made. I actually also created a Facebook group to help myself, kind of selfishly, to just get some help from other makers and also help out other people who are trying to learn how to make. So I created this Facebook group called Ocarina Making, which
that was you.
Yeah,
I'm a part of that group.
It's an awesome, it's an awesome group, like lots of really friendly people, and a lot of people just like, it's almost like an open source development kind of community where people just share their ideas, what works for them when they make kind of like so you're not recreating the wheel if you try making. And I feel like makers come and go so often, so it's really awesome to have new people who are making, just to kind of keep innovating ocarina making and ocarinas in general.
That's awesome. I appreciate that a lot. So you guys, if you don't know what group he's talking about, on Facebook, can you say the name of it again?
Yeah, it's Ocarina Making.
Thank you.
And I just put it in the chat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Go take a look at that if you are remotely interested in the design or in being able to make ocarinas. It's a great start. I also recommend The Art of Ocarina Making. That's a really wonderful book. And I feel like that book is really, really handy for even starting ocarinas. And I'm not a maker. Don't take my advice. Definitely take Daniel's advice over mine. But I feel like just with those two resources, that book, that PDF, and that a group, I feel like you are very well equipped to start making ocarinas if you're interested in that.
I agree. The Art of Ocarina Making is highly recommended for me in terms of getting a lot of knowledge. And then, also just sharing what you're making and getting people's feedback, sending them out to friends, other makers, just to get feedback from other people has been helpful for me. But if anyone does have any questions about ocarina making or wants to try it, definitely feel free to reach out.
Awesome. So if you heard that, reach out to Daniel. Daniel, could you put your socials or how we can get in contact with you?
Yeah, on Facebook, it's my name. I'll just put that in the chat.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your contributions. We had a maker, we had an influencer, we had somebody interested in getting more educational resources and materials, and we had an educator too. Man, this discussion is just getting better and better. So let me go ahead and ask, is there anybody else that wants to contribute to our discussion today? Definitely let me know by raising your hand. Matt, there we go. Thank you, Matt. I'm going to go ahead and give you host so you can turn on your camera and open your mic and we can hear you. Hey.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to add on to what's already been said. I think kind of the future of ocarina and ocarina making is kind of in a multiple pronged approach, right? We've got to get the ocarina in schools, I think, first and foremost, right? There's a lot of people who either don't know it exists or they think, oh, well, that's just a thing from that one video game, right? So yeah, we definitely got to get it into schools. And I so much appreciate what Lavana is doing. I think that's an excellent approach to both make the ocarina seem approachable and fun, but also make reading music and learning how to read music super fun and enjoyable. I also, appreciate what Daniel did with, making ocarinas and starting that group. I think that's really, at least what I've kind of researched about ocarina making is that it's kind of an art that is kind of passed down where like you really have to study under someone who knows what they're doing. But with that group, it's kind of like you're able to pull knowledge from all these different sources. And I think that group, so yeah, I thank you so much for making that group. I myself, I don't think I could ever make an ocarina just because I'm not like super handy or crafty in any way. But yeah, I definitely appreciate ocarina makers. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to play an ocarina. Yeah, and definitely just getting it all over social media. I think that's super important. And then supporting all the influencers that are out there. I think it's important that we stick together, support each other, and just kind of show that the ocarina. There's a lot of us out there. It's not it kind of has this perception of, oh, it's this niche instrument, but then when you kind of look out, there's a lot more than you'd think. And then when they see that, wow, there's actually a lot of people playing this instrument. Maybe I should pick this up. I mean, gosh, I see this person playing it, this person playing it, this person playing it. So, even if you're not an influencer, I encourage everyone to, whether that's to your Facebook circle, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you prefer using, start sharing your playing of the ocarina, because I mean that's how it kind of just builds popularity and people go, huh, I really like that. I think I'd like to start playing that instrument. But yeah, that's all I really had to say.
Hey, thank you again for sharing. That was a really good message that you shared, Matt, and I appreciate it a whole bunch. Um, I again agree, and I love again our educators and our makers. I think it's so important to get our ocarina in school, and get the ocarina in schools. Was there anybody else that wanted to say anything to the conversation before I closed out the session? Oh, Chris is raising her hand. Okay, perfect. All right, here you go. Can you turn on your mic? Can you turn on your camera? There we
Hey,
go.
can you hear me?
Hey, hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you great.
Oh, I just wanted to add something as a relatively new, I guess you could say, influencer. I don't post a lot, but I plan to. Um, I started learning ocarina in October 2020, and at the time, the community was already different, and I think lately it has gotten a lot more friendly and welcoming, and I really appreciate that. Originally, when I first started learning, the only things that I could really easily find on the internet, of course, all of these other things existed for sure, but the only things that were readily available were Legend of Zelda things, themed things. And at the time, I didn't actually know what that was at all. I just like weird instruments. So I'm really happy to see that it's kind of not as like gatekeepy anymore. And I've even been like teaching a couple of my friends and everything how to play ocarina. I have someone at my church, and I actually play in my choir sometimes. And my brother is learning, and it's completely unrelated to Zelda. Now, don't get me wrong. Now I like Ocarina of Time, but at the time, it was kind of interesting to be almost shunned for not knowing the game. So I just want to say I really appreciate that now when you Google things about Ocarina, that is not necessarily the only thing that you can find. I just think it's a good thing that more people from all sorts of walks of life and things like that is, contributing and posting videos and things like that now. And that's just the difference I've noticed in the past 2 years. And I'm hoping it stays that way. That's it. But I felt the need to contribute that.
Well, we appreciate that for sure. For sure. And I love what Matt's comment was. Again, thank you for sharing, Chris. Always appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Matt's comment said, no gatekeeping in the GOC. Everyone's welcome to play Ocarina. Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to be a Legend of Zelda fan. You don't have to know anything about video games or anime to play a beautiful instrument. I think, people who love the ocarina love it because it's the ocarina, like it sounds like a magical instrument. It sounds fun. It sounds interesting. And the sound of it is soothing, relaxing, sometimes really exciting, sometimes really interesting. And so I just want to continue to say everybody's welcome to continue being a part of our community. We want as many people. Some people say they're not musically trained or they're not musicians or anything like that. We welcome people in our community, whether they're musically trained, whether they're into video games, whether they're into anime, whatever. We just appreciate them and we love having them. That's one of the reasons why I created GOC and why I created the Global Ocarina community, because when I think about it, I think to myself, what exactly are we? Well, we are a community of people around the world. We're a global community, and we're a global community based on and featured on Ocarina. So definitely that's something that I think about a lot. So when you say that, that you have been enjoying the direction in which we've been going, I appreciate that. There used to be a time where I used to look up Ocarina, and those same gatekeeping things that you mentioned, used to be a lot more prevalent, but I feel like we are moving in a direction where it's just getting so much more mainstream that just everybody is welcoming everybody into the community. So we appreciate them. So I want to go to what Violet said. And Violet, maybe if it's possible, I would absolutely love to give you the microphone powers to be able to talk or show your camera if you feel comfortable. I really would love to have you ask that question out loud if you don't mind, friend. So I'm giving you host in case you want to turn on your camera or turn on your mic. So definitely, if you can, ask that question out loud because I think that's a great question, friend. Hey, Violet. We can't hear you. You're on mute. I'm sorry, friend.
Yeah, sorry, I hadn't started talking yet, so trying to find the unmute button. Yeah, my question was like, is there something that folks would want to see in future iterations of October? This could be more community collabs. This could be contests or things like that. Just, is there anything that folks would want to see in future events like October?
So I really want to just like highlight something because Violet is super humble, but Violet is the kind of the head organizer for October every year. So you guys are watching and seeing kind of the person behind the scenes that does a lot of the work. She's kind of putting together the schedule and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Just like me, I think she works just as hard as I do, and I definitely appreciate that a whole bunch. So thank you, Violet, for putting together October in the first place, getting the hashtags, getting the videos, getting everything together, and getting the big collab together. Yeah, let's answer her question. What do y'all think? What things do you want to see in October this year or next year? I know one of the things that people always have said in the past, they said, we want to see a collab. We want to be a part of playing more Ocarina. Well, we have 2 collabs going on in the month of October, Chris's and Violet's. So that is a lot already going on. So I definitely appreciate that. Thank you for those collabs. Now that we have them, what else do we want to see? Some kind of prompt list, like for song posting, like something that could be fun, like Inktober style. That does require a lot of work, but if y'all are into it and if y'all are in it, that would be something that would be really interesting. Now, would you want these prompts ahead of time, or would you just want them the day of? Like, surprise me, baby. Or do you want, like, a whole list for the planners that want to prepare and stuff like that? Ahead of time, please. There we go. Yeah. What do you think, Violet?
That's definitely something we can consider doing in the future. Right now, we're already in October. So if we do it this year, it won't be for the full month, but that's definitely something we can do in the future. And even if it's 1 or 2 a week, as suggested, that's definitely doable.
Yes, that would be amazing, even if it's just for 1 week or if it's just for something else. As you guys know, I'm incredibly passionate about the Ocarina. As you've been able to tell that I've been just working tirelessly this festival with my team. And I want to thank people like Violet and people like Matt and all these people that kind of work behind the scenes to get us a great experience. So anybody that's been helping out, share links, or do a whole bunch of stuff, we so appreciate you, and we are thankful that you're here in our community. Was there anybody else that wanted to add anything? These are all great points. I love that our focal points of our community are starting to, come around our events and our festivals, and also our online community, such as Facebook. You guys know that GOC is also available on what other platforms, Violet?
So there is a Discord as well, and we can put out that link again here pretty soon. Actually, let me go get it. So we're on Discord. There's a very, very small subreddit. It's not super active at the moment just because there's not a lot of members, but there is a GFC subreddit as well.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome to just continue, growing our small community. Like I said, there are quite a few online ocarina communities, but I feel like when we talk about our community, the ocarina community as a whole, no matter what place you choose to post or where you are, what social medias you choose or anything like that, we are all a community of people who are from all over the world, and we play ocarina for all different reasons, but we all share the love for ocarina, and that's what's important and what helps us connect with one another. So that's why events like the festival are so important, and why events like October are so important. If nobody wants to say anything, I have one last thing I would like to say before we close the festival. And definitely keep in mind October, our current events, keep in mind our collabs. But the last thing I want to say and that I want to share with everybody is, in case you haven't heard, and I've been saying it all weekend, I appreciate everybody that has been telling me and messaging me about it. But the Kickstarter, we definitely want to try to push that as much as possible. If you guys are available, or if you guys helped or enjoyed or want to have an Ocarina festival in person, contribute to that Kickstarter, because 100% of those funds, Violet and I are volunteers. We don't get paid. 100% of those funds that are at the Kickstarter, they go towards the Ocarina Festival in person, and we're specifically looking to secure the venue 1500. So we would absolutely appreciate your help with that goal. If you could give 10, or if you could give 20, or any amount that you feel comfortable giving, if you are in a place where you could give, we would really appreciate it. So definitely, Violet just shared the link to our Discord. Definitely connect with us on Facebook. We'll be there. If you don't have Facebook, Discord's also a great place to connect with us. I am on Instagram. It's my personal music account, but I do a lot of Ocarina community stuff on there. There's no way to do groups on Instagram, but I'm always sharing stuff about Ocarina community, and any type of Ocarina community. If it's Ocarina and it's happening, you'll likely hear it on my channel. So go follow me on Instagram. Let me see. Go follow Violet also on Instagram. She posts as Sweet Potato Flutist. Is that right? Sweet Potato Flutist? Okay.
Yes.
Go follow Matt on TikTok. Let me see. Matt is Ocarina Hype. Yeah. Instagram is pretty active, but like I said, there's no groups on Instagram, so that's why it's like it gets kind of tricky to build communities on there. But definitely, I try to share every Ocarinist I come across and follow them. That's why you see my follow page completely full, because I just look for Ocarina players every day to follow. I like to support them as much as possible. And if I don't follow you and you play Ocarina, send me a message, because I want to follow you. But yeah, does anybody have anything they want to add? Oh, we do have merch. Apparently, I'm not as familiar with this, but Violet, I would prefer if you talk about it, because you are way more knowledgeable in it, and I don't want to say anything wrong.
On our website, globalocarina.com, we have a store, and all profit from the merch will go to help fund future events. And also, we do have a design contest coming up soon. More information. I will release more information soon. And that design contest, will put some of the design on shirts that will go up, and part of the profit from that will go to the artist, and the other part will go to helping fund GOC events.
Alrighty. Well, for the festival, I guess this is it for us until the next year. We hope to see you in person next year, so do not miss our updates. Definitely connect with us. If you signed up for the email, you will receive one more email once the Kickstarter goes live. And definitely look out for that email. We would appreciate your support. Like I said, we're just trying to raise funds so we can have it in person, and we want you to come over and say hellos to us in person. So we'd absolutely love your help making that happen. It's a community effort, and it happens only through community. My friend David had said that it's best whenever everybody chips in a little bit. because everybody's more invested in the festival and they're more likely to go if everybody chips in just a little bit. Like I said, we do have the possibility to have your business be sponsored on there. You can have your business sponsored, but we are a small festival, so we're not necessarily looking for like millions of dollars in donations. All we want is just that 1,500 paid for, so we can have our festival and just like have a great festival and keep our panelists and our makers expo and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Reach out to me. I am Ocarina Owl on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. So check me out. I also have a TikTok. I'm not super active there, but feel free to follow me on there. And Violet, do you have anything else before we close our session? Anybody else?
Thank you for putting in a lot of the work to make this super successful. And thank you to everyone who showed up and made it fun.
We appreciate you, Violet. Thank you for that. I know I've put in quite a bit of work. Thank you. I do appreciate that. That makes me smile. I want to go ahead and just say thank you to everybody for contributing, attending this session, and also for sticking with us. I will see you guys next year. Crossing my fingers that it'll be in person. I get really giddy thinking about an Ocarina Festival in person, so I really would love to see y'all next year in person. Let me know. I'm getting another FaceTime, so sorry about that. All right. You all have a great one. Connect. Find us on Facebook. Find us on our social medias and connect with us. That's the name of the game. Connect. And we will see you next year. Bye, everybody. Happy October. Bye, everybody.